Welcome to Denton, Texas, home of the North Texas Mean Green, and the fans have been waiting since early this morning for the clash we have in store. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Sam Houston Bearcats, taking on the 12th ranked team in the land, the North Texas Mean Green. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up.
What's good?
And the Bearcats will kick it away to start.
Hey, I'm gonna pause it right quick. I gotta take a piss and grab a drink right quick.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the...
I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Let's get it.
19. He got down there and made the stop at the 19. First down here for the offense. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Oops, someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
Why are you even moving? I'm talking to the running back.
Offense set on first down.
Yeah.
Looking to
Conversation
throw.
ain't even for you.
He's right on target. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They'll go 5 wide on 2nd and 8. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, and make that statement, make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time in late in the season.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Just a short pass to the tight end. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
North Texas has it going to work with another first down. The give to the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Gets it out fast. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks when he picks up the first down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside. And, David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of his spot.
Get it out your hand.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Yeah, because I would have punted it if you did.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. Unloads to the wideout. He's got a first down and maybe a lot more. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
Down to the 26-yard line and a first down. Just going to keep it after the snap. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? North Texas in the hurry up. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, North Texas.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Got his man quickly. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On third down, he drops to throw. He's got an open man.
You saw me stop. I doubt you picked it.
Made the grab and finished the deal.
I didn't even know I caught it.
How about the start from this offense? What a drive. Just when they needed a third down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out.
I think when he broke down to do his in route,
Lining up to add another.
actually had him on the inside.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one.
I was just trying to get
They
the first
put it
down.
in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown.
I made that route right there at the first, at the stick. So I was like, yep.
Just about
I'm not
set
even trying to
kick
go
it
further.
away. And he's coming out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The offense lining up for a first down play. Hand off from the shotgun. Weaves his way ahead and gets 5 out to the 18-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. And that's going to be
That's what I'm talking about.
A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Off the play fake. Throws to the back. Gets it out quickly.
Good play.
He will step out of bounds, but
I was
not
on the whole other side of the field.
Pick up and a first down for this offense. And the Bearcats headed quickly to the line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm. What better way than converting on third down? Awesome job by the quarterback getting to his progression.
Ball in the air, intercepted. Oh, you could just feel it. He wanted to make that a big return, but his offense will come out and take over at the 44.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
They'll put the tight end in motion. They go to the ground. On the move is the 30. Running toward the tape. And the defense couldn't
Let's
go
go.
out, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, North Texas.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting.
When I hit that hole, so I had that extra block. I was like, yeah, let's go.
This unit looks dialed in.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Oregon has the lead right now in Eugene, but that typically dynamic offense just hasn't been able to pull away. They're up by 13 over BYU. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on.
Yeah, you were rolling for a second, man.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. On the option. They'll wrestle him down
break.
just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. And the entire playbook is wide open on 2nd and short like this. The corners are walked up tight. On 2nd down, wants to throw.
Bro, I'm right there. Come on.
There
I
to
fucking
make
press
the stop, but
triangle.
They use the back in the passing game and pick up the first down.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half. So they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last first down gets them a little bit of confidence.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Listen, we all want to get to the quarterback and get sacks, but when you realize the quarterback's going to throw the football right away, you just try to get your hands in the air, get a deflection, make him throw around you. Great job by the defensive end.
Unloads it left. Got him downfield. Oh, what
No.
a move. All kinds of
No!
And he's brought down after a huge completion.
That shit made me stand up, bro. I had to stand up.
This guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
The Bearcats will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Knocked down after a gain of 1. They'll mark it at the 6. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. 3rd and goal, where the fire purifies and separates contenders and pretenders. Give to the big fullback.
No.
And tackled there by the defense. They're thinking touchdown here on 4th and goal. The kicker stays on the sideline. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. It's 4th and goal, and they'll go for the touchdown and keep the kicker on ice. Wants to go up top. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield.
I read it too.
Touchdown Bearcats! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone.
I keep being there and the shit not.
And I tell you what, that passing
Standing
touchdown
right next to him.
should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Offense getting set for 1st down. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Wide out in motion. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. That's caught. It's Smith. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to them in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
Quick strike complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chain.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And he breaks into the open. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Mean Green. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
This guy is officially a problem. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the
I run them option routes. That shit be scaring me because I don't know where he's gonna go. I gotta like trust it.
Until they stop.
And he makes the extra point. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Bringing it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard, you're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity to create some momentum, cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the third quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Trying to get to it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that is just great total defense on that play. First off, you get pressure and you get to hit the quarterback. But two, you've got the intended target double covered. There was no way the offense was coming up with a completion on that one.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. Pressure coming.
Let's
and
go.
the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
What a great job by this defense. You get a third down stop, and they're like, yes, put my hand in the air, 4th down, force a punt. They go for it, and you get a stop and set your offense up in great field position already. Nice job by this defense.
The best offenses are the ones that can run the football in the red zone when the defense knows it's coming. It's hard to throw the ball down in this area of the field. They go with the toss play, and they pick up a big gain.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They're trying to get to it.
Ooh, I thought you were going to catch that.
Just as he released the pass, it's incomplete.
Well, that quarterback is really lucky that that ball wasn't intercepted. You should never throw the ball back across your body. I think because of the pressure, you felt like he had to do something quickly with the football, but that was almost a very bad play.
That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. Quarterback will audible. Wants to throw on 3rd. Into the end zone.
Oh, my.
Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
And it's right down the boulevard. And now the lead
Winning, but we making too many mistakes.
So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here. You go to halftime feeling really good about things.
Only thing keeping me alive is fucking
He's going to bring
linebackers.
it out from deep. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16.
That's the motherfuckers out as soon as we get up. As soon as we get in the tunnel.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Going up top on 1st down. Firing to the right, complete.
Yeah, somebody gonna get you.
After the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Just enough time for one final play in this half. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Trying to take it back. At the 20. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. North Texas will kick it off to start things here in the 2nd half. He's going to try his luck from the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust.
The ball carried by the fullback. Gain of 4. Third down coming.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Quickly complete. At the 40, there he goes. Hit the afterburners, kid. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets them 30-plus. And the Bearcats come to the line in the hurry-up.
First and goal, Sam Houston.
Give to the fullback. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. Trying to surge it in.
Bro, get the fuck out of here, man.
Ever closer, all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And on offense, you know this is 4-down territory. You have to come away with a touchdown. You're getting boat raced in this game right now, and you're going to have to make this possession count.
Yeah, definitely because of this.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bearcats. She'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is good, but they're still down 24-14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge.
Sam Houston, 14.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
He looks that one in nicely. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. He's back to throw on second down. Finds his tight end. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like, because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
Nice throw, nice catch. You know, I like when you work that slot and you throw that slant. It's an easier throw than throwing to a guy way out wide. A lot of times I find that matchup I want in the slot and I go attack.
Second and short now after that completion. Let's go. Toss sweep to the right. Still running at the 40.
Damn it. Get the fuck out my way, bro.
A threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
The old school toss play, huh? A little just toss to the right, get the running back on the run. A little bit more space, too, out wide where you can see, like, oh, where am I going to go? Where's the hole, as opposed to when you run right up the gut. So I like the mix-up. I like changing it up, tossing that fast guy and get him on the perimeter.
North Texas really has it going on offense. They're going to ride this running back. Across the 25, he's got room. He's loose on the right. And he glides into the end zone easily, but this
almost fucking took a knee.
Back. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Line gets set, first down. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Nice job getting outside, right? Those running backs, they get on those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field. It's so tough. Those safeties are flying down, try to get an angle, but you could tell the speed sets them up, makes the big play out to the left.
Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. He's going to pass. Coming after it. Snagged in the middle. It's Smith. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, North Texas. And they take it in for 6 more points. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving them up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Is Colorado ready for prime time or what? Ralphie and company are running away with this one right now. They're up 14 over Louisiana. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot.
Oh my God!
And he delivers the
You just gonna meet him like that?
And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. They use the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Use the play fake. Now to throw. They're working that left side. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
I just started getting speed on defense. Like my front seven is pretty decent.
The hard part is bringing him down after the catch. This guy's like a giant giraffe. You're just lions hanging on his neck trying to drag him to the ground. Not easy to do.
And the defense had that one well covered. Just a
my defense was trash. I ain't have nobody. And I just, like, every year I just focused on getting people for defense. That was the main focus for like 3 years.
Assault continues.
Yeah, so, oh my God.
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown.
I mean, they got heart.
And there's so many targets to focus on, and so many elite playmakers, and they just lost him. They lost the running back out of the backfield. He catches the football, does the rest, takes it into the end zone. What a nice weapon to have on your team.
And he tacks on the extra
good
point.
You good? Go ahead.
31. Sam Houston, 21.
Got to kick it first before you pause it.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
You good? You good?
Yes, that's one way to ensure there's no return as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach...
You ready? All right. It made you kick, but
Penalty.
it's,
Looking for a productive play on first down. They want that clock to run. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Late in football games, I have a plan. I want to run the football. I want to put my quarterback in great situations if I do throw it. Low risk, keep that clock moving, get a few first downs. And if I get a few first downs with that clock moving, I get the W and get out of here.
Misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves.
Lofts one high and deep. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way.
Look, big-time playmakers make big plays in big games, and that guy
he floated that shit. He floated it.
At this critical juncture of the game. There's still time for them to go out and win it. Could that be the play that sparks this team?
Looking to go up top on first down.
Oh,
It's complete to the right. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
They've got a ways to go if they're going to win this game. It's all about getting the drive started. They come away with a positive play to get this thing going. Let's see what they can do now.
Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. Using the quick game. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Now on second down. He's looking to throw. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but
Touchdown, Bearcats! You thought they were done. They're
Fuck are we doing?
They're back, baby. Well, how about that? And after that touchdown, we might have a finish after all, Jesse.
I love it, Reese, and this team is not quitting. Yeah, they're down on the scoreboard right now, but they are clawing and they are scratching their way back in this game. They're going to keep going hard until this clock reads all zeros.
The snap sets up the throw. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they trim more off of that lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
31, Sam Houston, 29.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. So we've got a tight spot here, David. They'd love to run out the clock, but all those timeouts staring at them. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the fourth quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
Starting this drive like that is exactly what they had hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They try to get it outside on the left. Turns it on in midfield. He's loose. He'll work his way down to the 28.
Hey, listen, explosive plays comes in all different shapes and sizes. That time they attack the outside to the left on the ground, and that is a momentum-shifting play.
They know they have a huge advantage there. I expect them to go right back to it.
And what do you do now if you're on defense? You got to be expecting that they're going to try and tack that side of the field, maybe in the same way, maybe on this next play right here.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
North Texas has it going to work with another 1st down. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Now on 2nd down, and we'll probably see another run, and that might do it if they can get a 1st down. And you'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Mean Green.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely.
He can't throw worth a damn, but he a good little running backup.
And the extra point is.
I got caught trying to do no huddle with him one time. I was like, yeah, you ain't never gonna see the field unless you run it.
Scoring drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it.
I needed that one.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They're starting to feel a little desperation here, David. They just can't press yet.
It's go time. We got to put some.
Sends it downfield. And they can't make the connection, going for a
Good
big play on 1st down.
And the defense is playing with a sense of urgency right now. Obviously, they're playing with the lead. They know this offense needs to find a way to generate points, expecting a shot on that last play, so nice job in coverage.
Feeling some heat. They get to him as he throws. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
And now such a tough situation. Late in this game, you're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. Like, it's one thing if it's 4th and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And that just about does it. That about puts this thing to bed. The offense, listen, they had to.
And he was wide open, too.
Now defense, this is the situation when you say, I'm just going to eat clock, up by 7 possessions, eat clock, get out of here with a W.
North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. And now when you have a solid lead like this, Jesse, you find out, can you deliver the knockout punch?
And we're expecting them to come out here and just...
Touchdown, North Texas! What a grab and go for the score.
I gotta say, the mental toughness that this team is showing early this season is real impressive. And going down the field and scoring on that last possession, putting themselves in position here to go 2-0, they're answering the bell. This team has leadership on both sides of the ball. Very, very impressive.
Getting set for the point after.
Ooh.
And the extra point is good, and the lead swells to 16, and it's getting late.
Yeah, you say you should have had two.
After scoring the touchdown.
Sam Houston, 29.
From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out.
Yeah, you got some big Texas boys doing some shit.
Running room after coming out of the end zone.
I don't know who that running back is. That motherfucker.
We'll see if that failed fourth down in
You need to graduate.
Last time David sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Wants to throw on first down. He wants a big play here late. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away. And here comes the offense on second down. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Getting some heat. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to
I know
get
his
there.
body's
But on
hurting.
that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Quarterback.
One more
Oh,
play
he ain't got no
to
red?
pad the stats.
I was like, you got to have some yellow. Something.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it.
Ooh.
Defense was not fooled for a second, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Right there.
And here we go. Final play of the game right here. On fourth down, going to the air. He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute, get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack,